What stuff really works on your channel at this point? What still seems like it moves the needle?
Vlogs, the cooking videos, music.
Because you're very focused on the cooking stuff now, right?
We did do a lot of cooking recently, but we're trying to find that balance between vlogging and doing cooking videos.
Mhm.
We know a lot of the older fans really enjoy the cooking video side of things. We know that there are fans that also enjoy when I go live doing my workouts every day and they
Right.
get to be there for that. There's also people out there who just enjoy the vlogs and seeing some of the background stuff. And we are trying to get back into some of our more lore lightsaber type stuff.
Mm.
Currently, we're trying to get another video out, hopefully in the next few weeks. Another one of those lightsaber videos that we've had kind of on the burner, but that's something that has slowed down, but not in a sense that we're like we don't want to do it. It's slowed down in the sense of we need to get the right people together to film it
Mm.
because otherwise it just comes out looking bad, and you don't want it to just look bad.
Okay.
I don't want to regress into just two fat people in the backyard with lightsabers. I want there to be something there for the fans. I want there to be a thing for them to be excited for, and that's why I've been excited about growing lately, is just maturing enough to be able to notice where I'm fucking up and notice where I need to lift myself up. And then having people there for when I don't notice it
Mm.
who are willing to say, yo, bro, love you, but you're fucking up here.
Okay.
Like one of my friends, I fucked off on working out for a while.
Mm.
And he sat me down one day, he goes, Chris, you're starting to grow back up. Those jeans you had on the other day, they were nice and loose now. They're fitting you pretty snug. And at first I was kind of like, no, fuck you. And he's like, no, like I'm saying this as your friend. I know you want to be on this journey. Don't fuck your journey up.
Mm.
And after that, I was like, oh no, yeah, he's right. I'm totally fucking up right now. I just need to fucking
How
do
much
it.
weight have you actually lost?
So if we're going based on my heaviest from around 2016-ish,
What, like
511,
5'11", wow.
I am down to 275 as of today.
Wow, congrats. That's amazing.
Well, I mean, it's been about 2 weeks now, but yeah, been around 275 now.
240 pounds, no joke.
No joke dropped. And I've got a goal now towards 250.
Mm.
And then once I hit 250, that ain't where I'm stopping. 200.
Respect. I obviously working on a much smaller scale than you, but when I got married 2 years ago, I was 215, and like a couple weeks ago I got on the scale and saw 240 staring back at me, and I was just like, bro, I cannot do this. So I've been like super hardcore working out, eating super healthy, so I'm with you.
No, what's crazy to me, right? As I look at you and you're saying, oh yeah, I saw that 240. I'm like, there's no fucking way you're 240.
Really? I'm 6'3", so it kind of spreads it out nicely, I
That
guess.
kind of makes sense, I guess. But
Yeah.
I still would look at you and say maybe 170, 180 max, really.
See, I'll see a guy who's 6'3" and realize like that they're like 170 pounds, and I'll be like, how the fuck am I 50 pounds heavier than you? But I feel
Exactly.
like I'm just kind of like big boned and shit too, and like
It's
I have
gotta
like a
be a
decent
mix
amount
of
of metal
things.
muscle, so it's like I feel like I don't have to be that fat to like be pretty heavy.
Yeah, after all, muscle weighs more than fat.
Yeah, I don't know, but what has really worked for you in terms of the weight loss journey?
Surprisingly enough, it's re-getting my diet into a more normal diet.
Mm,
Eating more vegetables, eating more fresh fruits, eating more meats.
yeah.
For a very long time, I was stuck on pastas and simple shit that you could just throw together within a few minutes and eat,
Yeah.
Nowadays, I'm getting my hands on, steaks and turkeys, hams, getting my hands on lettuce, tomatoes, and onions, and making soups. I'm making sandwiches that are so much healthier than the past 5 years of my life.
Were you a fast food addict at a certain point, or?
Yes, so there was a chunk of time back in 2017 to 2019, beginning of that, where every day I was getting fast food for my meals.
Yeah.
And it was mainly because of school, because my school was down the road from a fucking McDonald's.
Uh,
So it was easy to go up in the morning, you get the 2-for-1 breakfast burritos,
Yeah.
you get a large hot cocoa, you go in for class, smoked out as shit. And you go out at lunch, you get $2 of the dollar hamburgers, just ketchup, you get a small fry to put on top of those burgers, and you get yourself a milkshake, you come back, you do your shit.
I mean,
then you-
realistically, in most parts of America, it's difficult as and
It
expensive as
is.
shit if you want to eat healthy. Now, you can eat pretty healthy if you're making the food yourself in your home and it's not
Yes.
that prohibitively expensive. But I mean, if you're a guy who's working construction 10 hours out of the day or whatever, I mean, good fucking luck. You're going to have to either like spend a ton of time preparing food to be able to bring with you, or you just hit McDonald's and you spend $5 and you get enough food to keep you full for 6 hours,
I mean, either that or get used to eating those nicer meals,
Yeah.
but get used to simpler stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe you're not cooking a fucking full-on steak for a lunch that you're going to take with you,
Mm.
but you take 10 minutes, grill up a ham and cheese sandwich and throw it in your lunchbox. Okay, you're getting your dairy, you're getting your protein, you're getting your carbs to help you get through the day. You throw in a handful of blueberries to get you your vitamins that you need. Maybe you take a handful of baby carrots. It doesn't take you long to live this kind of healthy style. It's just about, people who hear, I want this healthy lifestyle, they want the stuff that looks tasty with the health style. They want the nice Wagyu steaks. They want the nice butter and honey glazed fucking asparagus they see in all the books. But they don't realize you can do this with the most simplest of ingredients and the most simplest of shit you have at home.
Yeah, no, that's real shit. What about like physically? You have like any kind of exercise routine or?
I've got a daily routine. Currently for this week, since I'm not home with my elliptical, it's kind of hard to do. So I'll probably be doing a lot of stairs and walking. But daily I go live and I do these days it's 7 miles. But typically if I'm doing a light day, I'll do 5. But it's 5 miles. Then it's minimum 5 miles, 5 sets of 10 hammer lifts. And they could be hammer lifts or they could be the, where they hold them in place above their heads for 10 seconds. But it's, 10 of those along with 10 squats. Now I'm on currently the 7-5-5, 7 miles, 5 sets of lifts, 5 sets of squats. Soon that's going to become 7-7-7. Then that's going to become 10-7-7. Then it's going to become 10-10-10. Once that 10-10-10, at that point I've hit my goal for my working out every single day. That is my minimum I want to hit. It's going to be 100 hammer lifts, 100 squats, 10 miles.
That's pretty good. How long does all that take you?
So on average, it takes me about 45 minutes to an hour to get the 7 miles done.
Okay.
My if I push myself to my absolute limit, go the fastest I can get a mile in under 3 minutes 30.
And
nice. I've done that live on stream where I pushed myself to do it and I've pulled a muscle doing it. But yeah, I've recently hit underneath 3 minutes 30, which is absolutely amazing.
Do you feel like you have to like create some kind of goal that is going to help you get past this like 20, 30 pounds that you need to lose to get where you want to be at?
Yeah, I've already got those goals set. 250, of course, is when I'm going to take dating a little bit more serious. But one of the big ones is at 200 pounds. I'm planning to get myself a custom-made Stetson hat, and I'm going to get a cosplayer to make me a custom set of Saiyan armor in the style of Vegeta. This is nerdy, but like I've always wanted this as a kid, just to have, not even just to wear every day, but to have a set of Saiyan armor with a Stetson cowboy hat in the same color scheme.
Wow.
Like, and that's going to be when I hit 200 pounds, which is, still probably a year in the future. I've hit a plateau at the moment for the past 2 weeks where I'm not breaking 270.
Right.
And I'm trying to. So I'm upping my miles, I'm upping my lifts, I'm upping squats.
I would be so happy for you to see you at 200. 200 is crazy low.
If I could hit 200, that'd be the same weight I was at 13 years old.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, when I ballooned up to 500, it was fast. It was like 14, I ballooned up to about 4, 15, I was at 5, 16, I was at 511, and I was like, because I had told my mother straight up, like, and this is a true story, and I wish she were here to tell this, because I'm serious. I never wanted to get that big, but I never, if this makes sense, of course, but I never wanted to get that big, but I didn't give a fuck enough to not let myself get that big. If that makes any fucking sense at all.
No, I feel it. I mean, if you want to not be a huge, gigantic fat ass, you really basically have to like dedicate yourself to.
You gotta put in the work. You gotta I had to change my view of food.
Yeah.
Because for a long time I looked at food as comfort.
Yeah.
And nowadays I look at food and I'm just like, there might be moments that I want to have something comforting, but I don't want as much as I used to.
Right.
Because I used to have like a fucking 2-gallon R2D2 like popcorn bucket bowl, right? And that would be my cereal bowl for cereal and ice cream and mac and cheese and shit. And it would be filled to the fucking brim.
Yeah.
At my heaviest. And I'd like, there comes a time where you're sitting there scooping this in your fucking mouth and you look down and you just think to yourself, Jesus Christ, this looks disgusting.
Yeah. No, it's still in my head. Like when I have a really long work day or whatever, I do 3 interviews back to back. My head is like, you deserve chocolate.
Yes.
You should eat ice cream. You should at least get a fucking couple cookies from 7-Eleven or something. But now, like in recent weeks where I've been like really going hardcore with it, it's kind of like a very different feeling to be like, do the long work day and then be like, okay, buddy, you're getting a protein shake and then you're going to brush your teeth and you're not going to
get a better option even.
Yeah.
Like for me, like I still let myself have those sweets, right? But I try to be mindful and healthier about it, right?
Mm,
So if I'm having chocolate, I'm more so looking for dark or baker's chocolate,
mm.
which is a lot healthier of an option. I'm not drinking sodas anymore. I rarely do. I will admit, right? I have a Sprite here and there, but that's maybe once every 2 months, maybe every 3.
Right. Part
I'm
of the
s-
problem for me is that my wife can have chocolate and crackers and cookies and all this shit in the house, not feel that tempted by it, and then she could take the chocolate bar and break off like a couple pieces
and
and
just
eat
enjoy
it.
it. And it's
I
so
don't
hard.
get it. For me,
It's
if
so
there's a
fucking
pint of ice
hard.
cream, I am eating the pint of ice cream.
No, 100%, and it's so hard to break that fucking thought
Yes.
pattern.
Very
But
difficult.
honestly, I watched an Elvis documentary,
Mm.
and one of the things that one of the things they said struck me, and I kind of got my own version of it now. In the film, they said that Elvis used to be backstage, and the way he would hype himself up to get on stage was to make himself feel so sick of being so scared to go on stage that going on stage was the less painful, less terrifying thing to do.
Okay.
So for me, the way I say it with weight loss, you just got to get to a point where you're sitting there eating and looking at yourself, and you just got to say, my God, it's more painful and waste of a time to sit here and just get fat than it is to put the work in, feel the pain, and just get this over with. Because at this point, I'm just dying.
Yeah.